I'll share another story. So I told you I was a teacher. A couple years ago, I began teaching high school humanities, so history, language arts combined in the same class. And I loved it. When I first started teaching, I saw it as, this is my space that I'm going to change the world. This is it. This is the impact I'm going to make. I'm going to prove myself in this space. I'm going to fix all societal ills. It was super problematic. It was also impossible. Also, not on me. So it was nonsense, but that was my posture entering into the classroom. This is the space that I'm going to make sure the world looks like me. I became a building representative for our local union, and we were in the middle of merging two schools. So immediately, I saw myself as like, I am the protector. I am the person standing between evil admin and the good teachers doing the work. Also, there's kids here, right? Like that's kind of the posture I had. And then a new principal showed up in the midst of the merger. And so merger, new principal, me with my thoughts and things showing up, and it was holy war. Every single day I would go to school and I was in the midst of epic battle. Any sense of connection with my inner spring, my inner life, absolutely gone. Absolutely disappeared, which is, if we're honest, usually what happens when our central nervous system gets activated. Right? The first thing that goes is any sense of connectivity inwardly. We go into fight, flight, fright. Fight, flight, freeze. Also fright. And to be honest, I was in fight, so I immediately went into fight mode. Every day I walked into the building, my body carried this tension. I now know my shoulders go up, my back tightens, I don't breathe. It's just complete constriction. Epic battle, good and evil. And over the course of 2 years of this, my body began to feel like I was crumbling, because our bodies hold the stories of our disconnections. And, of course, it didn't stay at work. I brought it all home. And so my relationship with my then fiance, which had felt rock solid, completely fell apart. I would come home from this warfare, and I would tiptoe around as if I was, trying to get around landmines. All the time. Not a great vibe in a partner. And so both of these spaces of my life were beginning to implode on me. I was entirely disconnected inwardly, outwardly, garbage nonsense. Didn't know what to do. My disconnection had dominoed with myself, had dominoed into a disconnection with my coworkers, with my admin, with everything at work, with my students for sure. It had dominoed into a disconnection with my partner. And I ended up becoming a curmudgeon, doing what curmudgeons do. Curmudgeons, without a connection to their inner spring, without a connection inwardly, what curmudgeons do is they blow their own trauma through the bodies of other people. I'll say that again. Curmudgeons blow their trauma, their negative thoughts, their lack of connectivity with their own depths. They blow it through other people's central nervous systems, because all of a sudden other people have to deal with the lack of their inner work. That was me. And so I remember the night that the dam kind of broke open within me. My partner and I were sitting on a couch having an argument, and neither of us are yellers, so it was like a very peaceful looking argument, but it was deep. And finally, all of this anger within me just kind of off of me, and I found myself jumping up, and she was probably like, I don't know, why is he jumping up? I jumped up and I said, I gotta go. And I left the door out of the house. I went and got on my bike. Anyone who knows Tacoma, I was going up Proctor Avenue. So I get on my bike. I'm not a bicyclist. It was not pretty. And I just sped as far and as long as my body would take me. And I ended up a couple miles north of Proctor in a neighborhood I had never been to before, with 0 streetlights at 11:30 at night. And my body finally just gave out. I can't take it anymore, you're done. You haven't bicycled in years, what are you doing? It's a miracle there's even air in these things. And so when I stopped, I was breathing super heavy, and I had this experience, and it was an experience of, I don't know who I am anymore. This ain't me, this life ain't me, this isn't what I've ever wanted, I'm doing things I don't want to do. It was the scripture this morning. It was this moment of what I want to do, I'm not doing. What I don't want to do, that seems to be the thing for me right now.